Hi, welcome back to Minecraft on the Lucid SMP server. So in the last episode we transformed most of this island here into grass, and in this episode I want to build a mob farm. So I really like just flying around, and to do that I sort of need some rockets, and at the moment I have sort of completely used up all the rockets that I needed. So just to the north of the Mushroom Island, I'm going to build this mob farm. I think right here is a good spot. Let's just check. And I'm just going to place down a lily pad, and there we go. Now all I need to do is place down a few blocks. I think underneath, yep, I can go underneath and that replaces it, and I can sort of just start building out a platform here. And it is done, and yes, it does look slightly ugly, mainly because there's a whole mess of just every single block that I had. But this farm is really only designed to be temporary, and well, if I turn it on and then go into spectator, you can see that the platforms deflood and then they get flooded now. Just like that, mobs fall down. There won't be any mobs currently because I'm in spectator, and then they fall down and die here. So anyway, up here is the AFK spot, and at the moment I want to actually go up there, so I will make my way up here because I want to just redesign pretty much how this looks a little bit. I'm just going to use glass, so the floor's going to be still going to be slabs, but for the roof I will put some glass blocks just in a 3x3 like that. And there we go. So if I stand here I will be perfectly safe from phantoms because this glass block is here. Phantoms won't spawn, but I've also got this chest just in case I decide that this isn't really safe enough. But anyway, if I just jump down here again, I created a mob farm here as well. So I did come prepared with a torch because I knew this was dark and mobs would be spawning on it. But if I have a look in here, that is from about 2 hours of AFK, I think. And this is like plenty more than I will need for a while. I have definitely got enough gunpowder here. So I'll bring the gunpowder back with me. I don't really think there's anything else I need right now. I may bring a few stacks of bones. Actually, I'll bring all the bones. There we go. But I don't really think I need anything else. Hello, drowned. Now, back to the base. So I still haven't finished transforming this, but something I have done is I've marked out a few things for areas for my base, and it looks like I will need to transform a bit more of this before I start building it, because the edge goes up to here and that's most likely going to go all the way to somewhere down here-ish. These pillars are on each of the sides, exactly 100 blocks away from this crafting table here. And at the moment I'm just going to mark it out, so what I want to do is from here I need to go 41 blocks this way, So that's 41 blocks, and then I'm going to do the same thing from the other one over here. 41. And if I've done that correctly, there should be 83 blocks between here. So I guess because I don't have much, I'll need to do every second one. Okay, so sort of miscalculated that, but every second block, and it does match up perfectly with the diagonal here, and that's the most important thing. So this is going to be an octagon, so all these edges here, there's one over there, there and there, they're the center of the straight sides, and here are the diagonal sides. Anyway, I am now out of stone, like completely. There is nothing in my storage either. And yeah, my storage, I don't want to talk about it. So I guess I need to do some mining. So back down into the mines we go. Every time I go mining, I get a bit closer to a stack of diamonds. And yeah, I'll get there eventually. Anyway, what I want to do now is sort of get a solution to this problem here. I really don't like just going through having to find everything, and I want a few more chests because almost all of these are just filled up with just random bits and pieces. And here is the solution. So down here through this somewhat unfinished ladder, I head down to the very center of my base here, and there is a storage room. So eventually all this I do want to be storage room. What I want to happen is this one is probably going to be like every item storage. Well, not every item storage. It's going to be like sections of items. So like this will be like wood, for example, and then saplings or something like that. I'll sort it out later, but that will extend all down that way. Then I also want to have shulker box storage or something, and also bulk storage. And that will be for large quantities of items like stone, sand, cobble, everything else, I guess. Anyway, moving on, I want to actually get on and make another farm. So this one is going to be a farm for the future, or for 1.17. So at the moment, we're still in 1.16. But since we're updating soon, I want to get ahead. So over here you can see a sort of area, and this is like Matica. And what I have here is I have a schematic for a moss farm. And there we are, that's the entire farm there, showing me exactly how to build it. But anyway, I guess we should get into a time lapse. And it is mostly done now, so really all I'm missing is lava in these spaces here, water in the stair over here, some minecarts to collect all the items, and a moss block. And I can't get the last one until we actually update, although I can still test this. So this dropper will be powered, which will also power this dispenser here, and then all these pistons should fire. So I don't think I'll actually be able to tell. I don't know if dispensers actually drop items, but I'll be able to see. Anyway, when I flick this lever... Oh yeah. Let's just have a look here. Move that. Now it should work. Yes. So the dispenser is triggering and then the pistons are triggering. So what will happen is, well, this will be bone meal. It will bone meal the moss, and then the stone will be replaced and these pistons will crush everything. And you know what? I'll go into a test world. Here it is in my test world. So what I need to do is I actually need to get some bone meal. And this chest will be filled up with bone meal just like that. And once it gets down to this hopper here, this lamp turns on, which means I can run this system, and then it's just flick the lever, and block sounds are really loud. So, a lot is happening very quickly. So you can see for a fraction of a second the moss blocks being bone mealed, the 8 stone blocks around it are becoming moss blocks, and then stuff is appearing on top, which is instantly being crushed by the pistons, and as soon as the moss blocks are created, they are crushed by the incoming stone. And all of the output comes over here, and in just the time that I have been running it, this is what I've got. It is ridiculously fast. With this farm, with moss, I am going to make a shop. And this shop will also sell a few other things, like, well, some of the new 1.17 things like rooted dirt, and the hang roots, and drip leaves, and all that stuff, and also leaves. Here we are at the shopping district, and I am sort of looking for the side of a hill to place this shop, and really the only good place I see is this area right here. And just like that, a shop has been made, and this wandering trader has decided to come and check it out. Anyway, I have built this as a sort of hobbit hole thing, with some leaves around, which sort of shows what I will be selling. And when 1.17 does come out, I do want to change some of this around to be moss and add in all those extra blocks as well. Anyway, going inside. I am pretty happy with how this turned out. So at the moment I'm only selling leaves because that is really the only thing I can sell. There's azalea leaves coming soon, rooted dirt and hanging dirt, drip leaf, and all the moss stuff and azalea saplings as well. But at the moment I'm selling these leaves for 1 diamond for 4 stacks. I guess the next thing I need to do is get some stock in this shop, because at the moment some of them have, well, 8 stacks, some have nothing, and some only have 1. I'm going to spend a bit of time collecting up some things, so I'll start with oak and then I'll get enough leaves to fill up the shulker box. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to plant down some oak saplings every so often, then come through with this bone meal, use my Fortune 3 hoe to get some of the saplings back, and then silk touch the rest. And after a bit of time, all of these are now stocked. So there are 6 sets in each with 6 of these, so in total that's 36 diamonds I could be getting. But anyway, we still haven't updated to 1.17 yet, so that is going to be where I finish this episode for today. So thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one.